now. Hello, everybody. This is Josh Scorcher, and you're probably wondering why this is like this. Well, long story short, I am not at my computer. There's a lot of there are storms outside in California right now, where I am currently visiting. But I still owe my players a game. So what do? This do. Yes. So it's going to be it's quite unorthodox, but we are able to make it work. You have to think around the problem.
Most unorthodox.
Most unorthodox. This is not a comfy chair, but I shall make do.
Fortunately, mine is the most comfy chair, so...
Alright, so... I believe when we when we last left off, I believe someone was looking around at Zona 1.
Zona 7?
Oh yeah, sorry, Zona 7.
Yes, that would have been me.
Yes. Alright. Yes, I believe Jix and Gregor were planning on going to the Izmeri library after this.
No, I went to the library. He's in Zona 7.
Okay.
Well, we're going to meet up in front of the library.
Yeah.
Has Jix been to the library yet?
No.
Not yet. He's on his way.
Alright.
Alright, so Gregor, do you remember if you finished up your business in Zona 7?
Yes, I was basically here to get the bonings. To see what the bone might be.
Right. Alright.
Actually, while he's at it, he's gonna cast something to message the crow.
Alright.
Alright, let me test it. Well, I'm trying to find it. Yeah. He asked him if he could meet in the marketplace. It's about an hour and a half.
Alright. Okay, so you are sending that message to the crow, and sending allows for a reply. Range is unlimited, a creature of which you are familiar.
Well, if it could work with Clerics, I'm assuming it could work with crow.
Now I'm just kind of realizing, wait a minute, a creature with which you're familiar. Does that mean you could use sending to talk to your god or something?
That is an excellent question.
I think it says on the same plane of existence, doesn't it?
No, it just says range unlimited.
Does a god count as a creature?
Oh, where is it? It says across any distance, and even to other planes of existence, but if the target is on a different plane than you, then there's a 5% chance that the message doesn't arrive.
Well, that's a pretty low percentage.
So wait, why would we even take augury?
I don't know. It does badly rules, I guess.
Let me look at augury.
Augury forces a proper response. Sending does not.
Okay.
All right. Well then. Anywho, so you're the crow. You feel a so you send out your message to meet up with him in about an hour and a half. You hear in your head. You hear a message of confirmation.
Alrighty.
All right. As you're waiting for the paleontologist to get back with the results, it's been about say half hour.
Yeah, I'd say that's fair.
When Kirhareth, the Simic hybrid, he returns. All right, I've finally been able to ascertain this. Remind me again what you suspected that this bone was?
I wouldn't say suspect, just a guess. It might belong to a Nephilim, or some other primeval creature that we currently don't know about.
Well,
I'm not going to like
you're
this
going to
answer, am I?
Well, I think you are going to find this a little interesting. Because we do have a blueprint to go on in regards to Nephilim, but keep this under your hood, all right?
Alright.
Now, in very recent history, but before your time, Nephilim had reawakened.
Yes, I am aware of this. I wasn't entirely sure if it was a real event or some, or merely hyped up by local opinion.
Well, here's the thing. You would think that such creatures would be of great interest to interest to the Simic Combine, right? I mean, this is what we do. But for some reason, when our guilds tried to experiment with these creatures, we couldn't. Their DNA was far too complex for us to work with. And no matter what we tried, no matter what we grafted, no matter what we spliced, it just didn't work. So we just gave up. But I do have some blueprints, and yes, one of these bones does match a Nephilim.
So, Josh, I'm out of character. The area I found this bone in, how deep below Ravnica would you say it is? Like, on what layer of the city?
How low?
Yeah.
Like
how deep beneath the surface?
Several generations. Like, I wouldn't say... I would say... quintuple digits.
How old were the ruins that we fought Exia in?
Quintuple digits.
It's a shame I never got to explore that the layer of the Undercity. We did. Otherwise, we might have found completely upend Ravnica history as we know it.
Indeed.
Which is why I hope you understand why I wanted you to sign a non-disclosure agreement, until we consider it safe to release the results to the public.
I see. Oh well, I suppose I can keep this quiet. I mean, never the skin off my back. This is this bone, while it is of academic interest to the Simic Combine, it is practically useless.
But politically, maybe it might be a mindful waiting.
Yes. I believe this bone belonged to the Glint Eye Nephilim.
Can I roll a
Yes.
history check for that?
Go for it.
I don't know if I'll.
I just happened to be looking up the cards when you said that.
oh, I see. So you're metagaming. All right, history check 15. All right.
Actually, I was more seeing what set they were coming from. It's like,
Yeah. Yeah, this is yes. For those who don't know, the Nephilim were. I've been holding on to this for a while. So the Nephilim were an interesting failed experiment in Magic the Gathering, because it's funny. The Nephilim were supposed to be the idea, like the first 4-color creatures in Magic the Gathering, and they thought that players would gravitate towards them more than the 2-color guilds.
wrong.
Yes, absolutely wrong.
If they decide to do a comeback though, and kind of make them kind of how they did with Eldrazi, then it could work.
Yeah, it could work, and it's funny because it's like this has been on record as one of Mark Rosewater's just biggest design head slaps. He's like, "Why didn't I make them legendary?
Yeah.
People could use the name freaking Commander."
Yeah,
they
probably would have been.
Not to mention they didn't seem to fit the setting of Ravnica all that well.
Yeah. But yeah, it's with a little bit of tweaking for the art and stuff, it's like, they could work. I mean, Mark Rosewater was fairly sure that they would never return to what was it? Kamigawa, and eventually they did.
What, the Nephilim?
MTG would never go back to Kamigawa, but eventually did. But anyways.
That's where I originally thought the Nephilim were from. I didn't realize they're actually from Guild Pact.
Yeah, they were. Ravnica's a really awesome setting. Anywho, so while you were what your history check has revealed, other than the history of Magic the Gathering itself, so you don't know much about this particular Nephilim. You don't know how you don't know how the Glinteye Nephilim died. You do know that it was drawn to very specific guilds, though. It was drawn to guilds it wasn't drawn to were Boros, Selesnya, Orzhov, and Azorius.
So all the white aligned guilds.
Yes. The ones it was most interested in were Simic and Rakdos.
All the more reason to keep it secret then.
Mm-hmm.
I see. It's only confirmed my suspicions behind this fossil.
Hmm.
But I'll have to take it up with my student.
Very well. You can have this. You can have this back if you wish. It's quite useless to me without the rest of the bone structure. I mean, if you want to go back and get more of it, I could always. I know how you Orzhov's types are with your clink clink.
Unfortunately, getting this, well, in this particular piece was an adventure and a half. It's an adventure in itself, so I do not think that'll be enough.
Well, worth a shot. Is that all you need from me?
Yes, thank you.
All right. Have a lovely day. All right. So the Simic hybrid just kind of, with a little bit of a pep in his step, just kind of walks away, and you're just kind of left in the zone.
And one more thing.
Yes.
This remains between the two of us for
Say what?
This remains between the two of us for now.
Fine, 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 fine. Again, no skin off my back. At least not this week. But yeah, I'm getting wings put in. Woo!
There's a Red Bull joke in there somewhere.
Once he's outside, Gregor mutters to himself, people are weak.
That's alright. I need a second. I need a second for that one.
I'm honestly glad we never had one in front of party.
Oh my. Oh my.
I'm surprised
me,
there's
oh
a potion in the game called Red Bull that actually does give you wings.
Or call it the Crimson Taurus.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh! I'm having a tavern that sells a drink called the Crimson Taurus.
Is it run by a Minotaur?
Possibly. It's a crimson. It's called. It's a Oh, I made this drink. It's called the Crimson Taurus. Many of our patrons like to mix it with vodka.
Alright, I'm done here.
Alright, you're done here. So, heading back out into... Alright. Alright, so... You were heading back to the Izmeri Library, I believe, but you were heading out to Precinct 5. Right. Let's see.
Yeah, I was actually about to ask that.
Yeah, for some reason, the thing just does not like to do that. Okay. All right. So, Jix, you've been waiting, not so patiently for Gregor to arrive and verify what he was hoping to verify. Have you gotten into any trouble? Be honest.
That depends. Did trouble find me? Not intentional trouble yet. Yet is good.
Why don't you roll a d20 for me?
Okay. D20. Oh, that did not do it. Why can I see? Oh, there it was. That's why.
Interesting. Okay. Fascinating. Okay. Sounds... All right. Could you roll a perception for me?
Attribute, perception.
All right. Cool. Trouble has not found you.
And apparently you couldn't find trouble yourself.
Yeah, it's okay. And apparently he couldn't find trouble, and trouble hasn't found you. You're just walking around, waiting for something to happen. And apparently it's just like this place is filled with people who seem to like the quiet, like the atmosphere, and you find yourself just really itching to get back to the action of the fourth precinct. And that's when Gregor shows up.
Yeah, it's a good thing I'm really hard to pickpocket.
So,
I have 3 sets of eyes.
how was the library?
I think I was waiting for you. Did you want to come in with me?
I could, though I'm not very fond of it. As I said before, the books have a habit of reading you as much as you read them.
Well, every story ever written is just a window to another world, so...
No, I mean literally. Those books are bugged with the mere words. Of course, that taps into your memory.
Weird. Last time I was here, I didn't sense any magic.
Maybe because you weren't hanging around any of the sensitive.
Anyway, I'm going to go ahead.
Well, I think this is what he's trying. Not every book is magic, but any book could be.
Yeah.
It's every shadow, not every shadow, but any shadow.
Also, I kind of like the idea of the mere books just having their own equivalent of internet cookies programmed into them.
To read this book, you must accept these cookies.
Only they don't give you the option to accept them. Just opening the cover implies consent.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so it's Facebook.
Pretty much.
Ads. Let's be honest. In real life, Google is demure. Google is absolutely demure.
Yeah, between the Azores and the demure, I always kind of got a weird Silicon vibe, Silicon Valley vibe at them.
I mean, think about it. These guys literally mine you for personal information and then sell it to advertisers.
Yeah.
And they do it right under your nose. They are absolutely freaking demure.
Yep.
Anywho, existential crises aside.
So, in regards to the gold question they're asking, we found 290 platinum total and divided it evenly amongst the entire party. I think that included our soldiers and stuff.
It did include the soldiers, yes.
Yes. All right.
So,
I think with a certain amount of platinum and a certain amount of gold as well.
290 platinum, 100. Which I think was.
I believe you all split them between you all.
Okay, question. Why did we let the goblin take account of our income instead of the literal banker that we have in the party?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Because I get sticky fingers.
Well, he doesn't. He's not a banker. He's a priest. He does it. It's like he is a. And he's up on the management right now. It's like he doesn't count them himself. He gets other people to count them for him.
Exactly.
And besides, this is a goblin we're talking about. They get to count they love counting the shinies.
I'm a glorified salesperson. What do you want from me?
I just sell the thing. I don't because I sell the thing because I believe in the product. All right. So,
I only pay for
anywho,
the benefits.
Anywho, go to the library.
go into the library.
I tag along just to make sure he doesn't read anything sus.
All right. Fantastic. So, you enter, and once again, it is quite quiet, quite moody,
Okay.
a little dreary in here.
Going up to the librarian's desk, there's a person behind the desk, right?
Yes.
Excuse me. Could you please direct me to any information on giants? Their weapons, mannerism, magic, runes, equipment, that sort of deal.
The librarian looks up at you. You're not familiar with our decimal system.
I apologize. I'm in Izzet. We tend to just pick up whatever we have and blow it up.
Must have made Ravnica even has a John Dewey.
It points over towards one of the hallways that is filled with books. 59,000.
All right. And thank you very much. Walk over.
Yeah. So you're walking for a good while. It's like you forgot how many bloody books there were in this place.
Well then, I'm going to guess investigation. Therefore, time to start burning some spells. Enhance ability. Which one does investigation's intelligence?
I believe it's Fox's Cunning.
Yeah, Fox is
Yes. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Gregor.
Yeah?
Yeah, you still have stitches, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so, Stitch, you hear, you notice the presence of Stitches, and he's trying to get your attention.
What is it?
He points towards Jix. He points towards Jix's like lower area, and with his he forms like a sort of cup shape with his left hand, and then with his right hand, he reaches into the little cup and pulls his hand out.
I see. Yes, I often have that feeling about him myself, but
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And he's kind of miming no at you. It's just like He's trying his best to pantomime to you. Roll insight.
Hang on, me or Jix?
You.
All right.
Yeah, you're the only one who gets this roll because you know. Yeah, that's good enough. He's trying to pantomime you that Jix has less money than he did a little bit ago.
Jix, check your wallet.
Okay, so
So yeah, Jix, you have lost you have lost 30 gold pieces.
that creature must have been.
Someone has pickpocketed you.
I'm honestly surprised there even are pickpockets in this district. Not quite it is, but there's some miracle even they managed to escape the ordinal.
So it took. Wait. Let me get this straight. I have a bird, a dog, and a thing of gold inside a bag of holding, and they still managed to pickpocket me?
Basically.
Note to self: put Butch in bag of holding.
Okay, cool.
All right, time to look for. In the meantime, I'm going to find the information I'm looking for. I'm pretty much looking for any information on giants, like on magic, their kind of rune structure. I'm pretty much preparing for the next level.
Cool.
And anything in relation to, say, the giant's belt I got.
All right.
You know, while I'm at it, I'm also gonna look around for anything related to the Nephilim.
All right. All right. So, both of you. Yeah. So both of you roll investigation for me, please.
Investigation
Ooh,
at
good roll.
advantage.
Oh wow!
Wow, you both got some pretty decent rolls there.
What are the odds?
All right. All right. So, Jex, you're looking for regards to stuff regarding the hill giants, or just giants in general?
Just giants in general.
You
Alright.
have enhanced ability and intelligence on, right?
I have enhanced
Yes, he
ability
does.
intelligence, yes.
Yeah, was
That's
that
what-
added into the...
Yes, I did roll advantage.
Oh,
Yeah, it
it's
says right there.
Yeah, enhance ability. Yeah, it's like unlike in other systems, enhance ability gives you advantage.
I was thinking 3.5, sorry.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. So yes, you know that giants tower over humans and their kind. They're human-like in shape. Some, though, have multiple heads or deformities. And these creatures And you know that giants worry less about complex tactics and just bring sheer force to bear. So they have giant weapons that often disrupt the battlefield. Swords the size of trees and hammers the size of boulders that easily cut furrows into the ground or crush intervening terrain. You know that smaller, lighter weapons like daggers and javelins might not have the heft needed to penetrate the hide of a giant. They have a reputation for being stupid, but nothing stops someone, maybe a major, from increasing their intelligence, making them capable of strategy or surprise guerrilla tactics, or using slightly sophisticated traps. In regards to the belts, you know that during your research, you know that the bells of the Hill Giant Strength or all of those belts, they're not usually a part, or they're not usually worn by giants. Usually it's just called that because it gives you a strength comparable to a giant. It's not actually giving you strength of a giant. It's not like taking some sort of magical essence from a giant and storing it in a belt for your use.
Anything on magic?
What kind of magic?
Giant magic, runic, more like runes or anything that we can write?
Most giants are not magical. Most giants do not use this sort. Do not have the mental capacity for this sort of thing. Some of them do, in the same way that human might have a capacity for magic or any sort of humanoid. That some of them are naturally gifted enough that they become wizards or druids, that sort of thing. With giants, what's the word? The frequency, the statistics are a lot lower for thinking man's classes, if you catch my drift.
What about giant shamans?
Those exist, just not a lot of them.
And the books don't give like any information on like how they use their magic or
Any magic that they do have is more often than not druidic in nature. They do use a lot of runes, bones, kind of tapping into a lot of the things that Gruul usually tap into.
Do I find any imagery of these runes?
Sure, I can try and put some in.
No, do I just find any?
Yeah.
Okay.
And what do I find on the Nephilim?
What do you find on the Nephilim?
Specifically the glint-eyed Nephilim.
Alright.
I'm just going to keep taking notes.
Okay. Let's see. Ugh. Yeah. And I gotta be honest, it's just like finding stuff on the Nephilim has been next to impossible because this thing was such a failure that it feels like Mark Rosewater and the rest of Magic the Gathering are trying to bury these.
Well, make something up then.
No, I know. That's what I've been having to do. That's what I've been doing for a lot of this, is because... yeah, I'm looking at my notes right now. Just give me a second.
All right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's just ugh.
Did you look at?
I was just expressing a frustration because, like, come on,
Yeah.
if they weren't that bad.
It's understandable. I'm kind of frustrated about it too.
Did you look at the flavor text of the cards?
Yes, and it is absolutely nothing. It gives you nothing.
It does give you a little something.
Yeah, it gives you a little bit of something. So, really, from what you know of the Glint Eye Nephilim specifically, is that it occurs.
What about on the Nephilim?
Say what?
What about cynic research on the Nephilim?
Well, this is what you're looking at. Simic research on the Nephilim that was donated to this library. So you know from the Glintine Nephilim is that there's a statement at the top. When it awoke, it shook the plain with the thunder of its craving. And then it details more about the Nephilim, about its hunger, not for about its hunger for everything, like knowledge, experience, connection, just anything cerebral, really. And how it just kept taking and taking and taking, just being around it, kind of drew knowledge into itself the more you stood around it, and the longer it happened, the more powerful it got. It was only very recently this one specifically was killed by Lord Rakdos.
What about dragons? Can I put anything on them?
You're gonna have to do a separate roll for that.
Yeah, I figured.
You're getting some good rolls today. Holy crap.
Yep. Waiting for it to tell me later.
Pessimist. I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
I am. I'm sorry.
No, I'm kidding. I don't.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so
But considering your game, I think it's a healthy pessimism.
let's see. Where is that? Having to get through my notes because this is So here's something that you know about dragons on Ravnica. In this entire city, dragons were considered to be too dangerous to the city. So once the Guild Pact happened, it ruled that these creatures should be hunted down. Dragons are nearly extinct on the plane, but the Purge has passed and they were never completely wiped out.
As Nib Mizik in
Test. So today dragons are still an occasional threat to the city, but not often.
Any
They still
mention of the original Simic Perun in these in the research?
No. In your research, there's a lot about dragons and how they're connected to Niv Mizzet, and how a lot of them are much stupider than he is. But yeah. No mention of Simic. In fact, you recall that there wasn't a lot of information on him to begin with, considering.
Well, anything on dragons that Simic might, in particular, be attracted to?
Let's see.
Just trying to know my enemy a little here before we head down.
Mm-hmm. Let me try and find them. Ones that where is it? Ones that the Simic would be interested in. Ah, yes. Not much, considering how volatile and destructive they are. Like, grabbing a dragon is a little rough. Grabbing a dragon is very rough, considering that they're also very rare. But the one that might be the most interesting to the Simic is the hypersonic dragon. It is a dragon of great power and great power and great speed. And but it's not very intelligent. However, it is very sensitive to magic. As in sometimes casting magic on these creatures causes them to rebound, or sometimes it even absorbs magic.
What about the dragon that Sona's sister was morphed into?
Nothing much on that. Unfortunately, I'm saying that your roll is unfortunately not high enough.
Well, we're just gonna take the volumes on dragons that seem the most promising and check them out.
Take the what?
Take the volumes on dragons that seem the most promising and check them out.
Okay. Awesome. All right, so you bring them up to the person manning the desk, just like a. And yeah, the books are yours.
All right.
All right, so I believe that's all you two planned on doing.
Yeah, we're also gonna go shopping for magic items.
All right, so we've been spending a good amount of time on you. Why don't we move to someone else?
Shipping.
All right, so who wants to go next?
I volunteer the lone wolf or fox.
All right.
I was probably just gonna join. I actually wanted to go shopping myself, so I'll end up probably joining with Gregor and Jix.
All right. All right. So we'll get you in a little bit. So Gongoroth. Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got Gongoroth, Arwen, and Sonata.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So where are you guys?
Well, as we're leaving Sunhome, Gongoroth is going to go over to one of the guards and ask them to tell Lucien to gather the troops, have them meet at 0800 at one of the training fields. Because I'm going to talk to them.
All right.
Yeah. After that, it's pretty much following Sonata.
All right.
Actually, Frozen are we going to come with us down to the Undercity?
Probably.
Oh, Joe.
Probably. He's also going to try to keep an eye out for things.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
All right, so you're heading down to the Undercity to go to. Where's your goal?
We got a limb to deliver to a certain Golari guild leader.
Right.
Thought about that.
All right, so this is going to take you a while, so why don't we do this? Undercity. And there's that button. There's the Undercity.
While we're waiting, is it okay if I can do a little experiment?
Sure.
As we're walking, I take it that there's like a leaf or a strand of grass somewhere along the way.
Sure.
Alright, Gongoroth is going to pick it, cast Light Spell on it, and then he's going to tear it into 3 different pieces. Does the Light Spell still affect each of the pieces, or did the spell disperse?
My brain hurts.
Yeah, I cast the Light Spell on the
I
Light.
understood what you did.
Yeah, I understood what you did. And honestly, this is really clever. I love this. But, so, as you're experimenting with your recently gained magic, you pull up a bit of grass and you cast light on it. It shines very brightly, very, very green. You rip it in half, and the light spell does not disperse into 2, but the light spell does not fade out. One of the one in your right hand is still filled with light. Then you rip it again. The one in your right hand is still filled with light.
And the other ones?
The other ones are no longer bright.
Dang. Darn. That sucks.
It's a cool idea. It is a cool idea.
I actually got this idea way back in the mushroom farm. Over in the Goblin Cave, but never had a chance to test it. Alright, well, thank you for that. Now I know.
Yes. Honestly, that's cool. That's just how I rule it. Like for everyone else out there, if you want to rule it differently, you totally can, because these things don't account for player cleverness, you know.
Like, you could have always cut the light in half. Like half the power on each of them. You went from 50 watts to 25 watts per blade.
I see what you
You
mean.
know what? I like that better. I like that better. I like that better. So, retcon. You rip it in half, and so yes, both of them still have light coming off of them, but they're significantly weaker. Instead of shining in about a 40-foot radius, they now individually shine in 20. Ripping again, it's halved again, and then again.
Okay. Dang, that's going to be really useful then. Sweet. Thank you.
I like that. I like that better.
I'm sorry.
Your idea was so good it forced me to retcon. How dare you!
How dare I? I'm a goblin. I can do whatever I want. I'm also Izzet, so I think that way.
So what you're supposed to say is, I'm an Izzet goblin. I dare far too much.
Yes. That.
Alright.
Yeah.
I kind of want to tweet that now. I'm an Izzet goblin. I dare far too much. Alright, so, anywho. So, as you're experimenting, so you're heading into the Undercity to head to, where is it? You're being guided by Sonata into Krozda.
I don't think we've seen this one before.
Oh, you have. It's just you've only seen it like once.
Yeah, only once.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it was only Sonata who saw it.
I don't go to the guild hall much.
Yeah.
I have no idea what to say about presenting this arm. Bleh.
You know they're not going to be insulted. Yeah, at least you know they're not going to be insulted or grossed out by it.
Well, yeah, there's that.
I mean, you are coming armed. You're giving them a hand.
Shot.
And you wonder why I had you robbed.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
anywho,
Let's just go
Anywho,
in.
you
I
see
think
these
that's
two-
ignorant.
and these two elves armed in kind of black and green leather armor. There's you can see like there's some fungus growing on their pauldrons. They pull back their giant pronged spears and they let you pass. No, they're still keeping an eye on your two companions here.
Yep.
All right, so what are you doing?
Head to where we need to go.
All right. And here, I believe this might be the first time I'll be showing you all this one.
I'm pretty sure.
Nice.
I can just imagine at the end of this, Josh just showing a scroll of all the unused maps.
Just a collage of all unused maps in that.
Here's what
Yeah.
you missed.
Yeah.
And maybe during our post-campaign stream, we can show up a few of those.
Yeah, I still have a lot of the maps saved that you guys actually did that we used, and oh man. But yes, so you have entered Korozda, and you can hear like this kind of deep guttural humming coming from a lot of the folks around here who are just kind of shambling along. Some of them look at you, but they see it, and they're a little leery about the Gruul and the Boros, but they see that you're with them, and then they just go back to doing their business. But Arwen and Arwen and Gongoroth, you do not feel safe here. You're feeling like if Sonata were not here, you'd be lunch and then mulch.
Yeah.
Damn it, why did I have this thought? Why did I have this thought come to my head? I had a dumb thought come to my head with Golgari.
Alright, what is it?
I just get the feeling that everyone that's a part of Golgari is just dead on the inside.
Yeah, that seems in character.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's continue.
Alright, so you head over and you ask one of the guards to speak with Jared Vodsavo because you have something you need to talk to him about. And they let you in. You're looking around, and a lot of the buildings around here, you're starting to see some familiarity in the architecture. Some of it Orzhov, some of it Azorius, some of it Boros. Yeah, you're realizing that the Golgari weren't kidding. Eventually, everything falls to the Golgari in this city. Eventually, you do. It's like you're looking. Actually, everybody roll a perception check.
Come on.
All right, Arwen, could you roll one for me too?
Oh, sure.
Considering my recent level up, I think this might actually make a bit more sense. Because I can see everything.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, Gongoroth, you're the only one who sees this. You're looking around, and you are the one who absolutely feels the most unsafe right now, because you have been looking in the shadows of every single corner of this place ever since you walked in here, and there are an unholy amount of eyes on you. Some of them trained with bows, just daring you try something.
Yeah, Gongoroth is going to move a bit closer to Sonata. And whisper, Arwen, do not make any sudden movements.
Do I hear that?
Yeah, it would be close
Yes.
enough for both of you
Yeah.
to hear.
Yeah.
Just. Oh, you scared? I don't want to be- I don't
Given
want
the
to be teasing
given
like
the
that.
situation right now, Sonata, from what I'm seeing, yeah, kinda.
I mean, me and Sonata are the only ones not wearing like actual, really good armor.
The armor can only do so much to protect you from a volley of arrows.
Yeah, it'll be a lot
Poison.
better. You would be much better off.
And most of those arrows might be poison.
Yeah, poison. Yeah, you said, yeah, you know some of the arrow tips are glistening with black poison. And slowly, you see Jared Vodsavo floating closer towards you, his body stench just kind of radiating off of him. And you hear his head just kind of snap. His neck, you just hear this crack as he tilts his head and looks at you, Gongoroth. Fear from a Boros soldier. Rarely are your kind so wise.
If they saw what I see, they would too. Sir.
Consider it an honor. Few of your kind come down here in peace.
Yeah, Gongoroth bows his head just a little bit.
Interesting. Gruul who is controlling himself.
And
It's quite unlike your kin.
well, I've been on a short leash because of you guys. It must have rubbed off or something. I don't know.
Fascinating.
He's been around Gregor too long.
But yes, you are great. For now, before you eventually become permanent residents, you are guests.
Thank you, sir.
So, what business brings you three to my city?
For lack
How
of,
do I word this?
can I say it? Because I got something.
Go ahead.
Well, for lack of better words, we're here to offer you a hand.
Oh. Oh. Gongoroth now is going to take a few steps away from him.
Present the hand. Present the hand. As I.
Hang on 1 second, I have something in response to that. Just leave. Anyway, I'll take. But in all seriousness, I'll take I'll take the hand out and explain why we have it and what it and our purpose for bringing it.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, fantastic. So, Jared has been listening very intently, very patiently, nodding occasionally. You notice that he occasionally, asks a question for clarification, but otherwise you're pleasantly surprised. Jared Vodsavos appears to be a very active and patient listener. It's quite refreshing.
When you're already dead, you already have
He's a
all the
very
time in the
civil
world.
person.
So
Don't forget, too, he was also Selesnya before he became, well, Golgari.
So, all right. So, what was your full plan on dealing with the? What exactly did you want to do with the arm again?
Well, from what I remember, our plan with the limbs was to have each guild hold on to it. So to
Basically, give to the guild leaders to help keep safe, so no one tries
Yeah.
to steal him and reassemble him.
Right. So,
I was trying to remember their name. Thank you.
yes. So, he's looking at the arm. He doesn't ask. He just takes it from you. Interesting. With this power, eventually, you will reform. Eventually. But he has taken our philosophy to heart. Or at least what's left of it. He will eventually become whole again. But we can always make it unnecessarily hard for him. And when it happens again, when he inevitably returns, they'll split him apart again. We have all the time, and while he is forming himself together, we have all the time in the world to think of counters.
Agreed.
There's plenty we can do, but yes, it is in our best interests to make sure he does not reform. So, he says, he snaps. An elf walks by and takes the arm off into the darkness. Wonderful. So, is that all you will be needing from me? We are taking this matter with utmost seriousness, I assure you. But is that all you will be staying for?
Just looks over to Gongoroth. Was there anything else we needed down here?
Not that I am aware of. Unless there's anything you want to do. This is your home turf.
Nah, I'm good. Then that is That is all.
Very well. He kind of motions you out.
And we leave.
So, as you're leaving Gongoroth, you're still looking at all the guards. They still have not left their arrows still have not stopped pointing at you. And I'd imagine you're still very upset with Arwen for making that joke.
Last compared to them. Would it be safe to say if I made any sort of hand gestures that it might prompt them to shoot me?
While you're looking at them, they seem to be... It's not... You're pretty sure that they're only going to shoot you if you try something aggressive.
Okay.
Like...
Okay, then I will not do anything.
But yes, actually, so Arwen,
Yeah.
I want you to roll an insight.
All right. 21.
So you were looking around at a couple of these, at a couple of the agents hidden in the darkness that you could see.
Mm-hmm.
And when you told your joke, you saw a few of them just roll their eyes as if they had heard that joke a million times.
When a thing like that kind of shows up, kind of have to do it.
Yeah. So you get the feeling that they have heard that joke so many times that they have lost the ability to get mad at it.
Oh,
They're just,
okay.
they're just disappointed in anyone that makes the joke now.
Yeah, perfectly fine.
It's
No,
like
I'm gonna be back.
that sort of joke to them has become, why did the chicken cross the road?
Ah,
It's just such a tired joke that it's just like, oh my gosh.
Considering what Golgari do, they probably have heard it literally a million times.
Oh, great.
Yep.
I hope that's been beaten to death.
Ugh.
Uh,
Why are you all like this?
I'd let one of them shoot you right now, if I could.
That was set off character. You cannot blame the player for something the character did not do.
No, but I'm allowed fully within my rights to punish you for it.
Unless you're the DM.
alright.
Anywho, so, is that all you guys are doing?
Yeah, pretty much. I can't really think of anything else to do down here.
Well, maybe not in the Golari Guild Hall, but Gongoroth still has one more trip to make down here in the Undercity. If you remember, Josh.
Alright, where are you going?
I am going to Rick's Mahdi.
Are you going alone, or are you taking your friends with you?
That would be up to them.
I got nothing better to do.
They
God, I
might-
might as well.
Plus, you know how dangerous the Undercity is.
Yes, but this is Rick's Mahdi. Literally the devil's lair. Do you two really want to come down there?
Sure, and this time I won't make any hand-fisted jokes.
Somehow I really doubt that.
I
just don't want you
God
to...
damn it, I'm disappointed in myself now.
Why?
Because I had a joke come to my mind. Just really, I doubt that. I'm sure you've still got a handful of them. That was
But besides the
terrible.
point, yeah, I'll join in the Rick's Mahdi venture.
All right.
Just as long as you two are sure about this. I don't know what's going to happen down there, and I don't want you two to get into any danger. Any unnecessary danger.
I mean, that's
I was
kind of
about-
the same reason why we're going
I was
with
about
you.
to say.
Yeah.
If you're sure.
Yes.
Alright. In that case, Sonata, do you know which way to go to get to Rick's Mahdi from here?
Yes, she does.
Okay. Yep.
Just roll a survival with advantage just to see how long it takes you to get there.
Nice.
Lovely. All right, awesome. So you're able to get to the spaces that you need. Use the safest pathways that you can, and eventually you. All right. So yeah, as you get closer to Rick's Mahdi, it's getting hotter. Much hotter.
Alright. Alright, Gongoroth's going to throw on his red hooded cloak.
Hmm. All right.
Oh, does Greg? Where do we leave the ashes of Selena?
I thought that we sent them to her mother, along with the gold.
Well, I was actually planning on hanging there with Sylvas to hand the ashes over.
That's actually another reason why I was going to join Jix and Gregor, so that we could do that straight after.
All right.
Oh, okay. So, actually, how about this? If you guys are going to do that, you're going to... Would it be conceivable to say that everybody suddenly meets up here?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Let's
why
do
not?
that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
We all had the
So,
same idea.
So yeah, everybody has. So everyone's doing their errands, and you're kind of maneuvering in the crowds because everyone's kind of buzzing because there's a show happening in an hour, and yeah, Sylvas, you accidentally bump into Gongoroth.
Oh, hey, oh, hi.
Wait. Mentally, Gongoroth says to Sora, "Is that really you?"
I mean, I could be disguised if you want me to.
Did you say that back mentally or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah. Sorry, Sora, but the last time we got separated, you got kidnapped, and I just want to make sure that you didn't get replaced.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Arwen, Sonata.
Eh.
All right.
And about to send Gregor and Jake step in. I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
No.
Gregor walks in with the urn containing Selena's ashes.
Gang's all here.
So, Gregor says mentally to Sylvas, "Are we doing this?"
Yeah.
To Gongoroth, he says, "Grab the chest."
Sorry, mind say again?
Gregor says to Gongoroth, "Have the chest." That's what
Yes, I have the chest.
Before you present it to Rakdos, Sylvas and I need to speak with Selena's parents. If they receive my letter, they should be here by now.
Mm. Fine.
I want to give them a moment of silence before we eulogize her in front of Rakdos.
All right, so. All right, so are you guys like sort of semi-splitting up here, or
Yeah, kinda.
Kind of.
same groups?
Yeah, though I think it's just me and Sylvas for our group.
Yeah. All right. So you and Sylvas are heading to speak with with Selena's parents. Are you guys sure you want to do this? It's like this. I mean, I know it's. It's just like, you sure you want to do something this depressing?
Well, might as well.
All right, just making sure.
And this could be our last chance to see them. So, for the campaign ends.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to get them some closure besides just it
And it's
happening
better
on
to show up
screen.
in person for something like this.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. So you're looking at. So you see Selena's parents. Is it? Both where is it? Trying to find where the other guy is.
So are you ready, or do you still need some time?
I'm trying. 1 minute. I'm trying to get this. So you see both.
Yeah, we meet Selena's parents and take them to a table in a quiet corner of the guild hall.
Yeah.
We have bad news.
Our character, Gregor, let's just say, already sent them a letter telling them what's happened, and we agreed to meet here to discuss everything.
Yep.
It is good to see you receive my best.
So you're saying that they already know? Do they already know, or do they not?
They know what happened. We're just here to discuss everything.
So yeah, you see that her mother has her eyes are red and have been very poofy, and her father is just kind of, he's got his arms folded, and he's you can tell that he's unhappy.
All right. Want to open with this guy, or should I?
I actually, you open with this because I don't know how far you detailed the letter.
I just telling them the news and asking them to meet here to discuss the arrangements and to offer condolences.
Yeah, you open.
Now, I don't know what to say. Crap. This. Don't you hate when it's your idea yet you don't know? You don't know what to say because of how awkward the whole thing is.
Yeah.
It is good to see you've my letter. While Selena and I have never gotten along the best, no parents should ever have to outlive their child, and for that, you have nothing but. And I was hoping that here, that Selena can finally find. I understand how I must be feeling right, but if there is any consolation, know that she has made her sacrifice. That she has devoted her sacrifice in the name of Boros. Oh, hang on.
You completely breaking up.
Oh, come on. Yeah, sorry. This yeah, for some reason, the USB in this computer isn't really working the best, so my microphone ports out every now and then.
So it's only
Don't tell
when
me
you
I
do
have to
the
do that whole-
accent.
Yeah, I always just do it when you do the accent, which kind of sucks. The accent's good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me try this again. Crap. I completely improv that, and now I'm forgetting what to do from the beginning.
Oh no, we heard most of it.
Yeah.
All right,
Any
so
part. The end, and we heard most of it. You understand most of it. The ending part just completely broke up.
all right, I'll
Yeah.
just say in the normal voice then. While while Selena and I never really got along at the best of times, no parent should ever have to outlive their child, and for that, deepest condolences. And if it is any consolation to the two of you, no one made her sacrifice. She has devoted in the name of Lord Rakdos. The fact that we're even here to speak with you is entirely because of her.
Your daughter died a hero, and also died Rakdos, through and through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you see her father. He's leaning back and saying, well, at least there's that. Burned twice as bright for half as long. She was an actual freaking blood witch and then just went out on her first show.
And that is what bothers us most. The fact that she hasn't been able to complete the mission. And it's our hope that we are able to complete for her. Which is why we are here.
Alright. Yeah, it's her mother has just been silent for most of this. She's not really talking.
If you need a moment to if you need a moment to reflect alone, then we will not disturb you.
Yeah, it's I can do my best to help her, but she is not as used to this sort of thing as I am.
Which is why we felt it appropriate that a Selesnyan would, that fellow Selesnyan would.
See. All right. That's probably kind of been one of the weird things about having to deal with this, is both of our guilds celebrate the life of somebody very differently. So we've been having to deal with this separately.
And, if I may, the enemy we are fighting is one who, quite frankly, does not appreciate the value of dying well.
Oh.
For it is in death that gives a stamp to one's life in full. The ending chapter to another. That is one's spent life. I was hoping that in her death, Selena is able to, if not destroy her target, then at least bring shame to me in comparison.
Well, at the very least, I hope that you can put on a good encore for her.
That is our intention.
All right.
We will leave you two at peace. Gregor raises up from the table.
All right, Sonata, what are you doing?
If it's any consolation, whether it be an accident or on purpose, I've seen many entertainers go through tragic accidents. Heck, a couple of them happened to me. Probably a couple of them happened to you yourself, sir. But at the end of it all, I do wish you well and hope you find peace.
You see that Selena's father nods, but, Selena's mother's still just kind of looking down, silent, just kind of staring. She is obviously not processing this very well.
All right. He's gonna get up from the table and so what I want to do here is never mind. We'll just head off. We probably left all of our remains and possessions with them, so.
All right. Is that all? All right, so you both head off. Is that all you're going to be doing?
For now, yeah. We'll probably be shopping for magic items after we're done. We're done.
All right. All right. So we'll go back to the other group, who are, I'm guessing you're all trying to find Rakdos.
Yep.
All right. So you're heading over to Rakdos, And all right. So there's this kind of. So you remember the where the VIP seating was, and you're stopped by another Blood Witch. This lady. She's not very well clothed, but she has like these really, really high, really like thigh-high boots. She's also covered in streamers and swords. She just kind of stops. She's like, "Hey! No one gets into the VIP box. The box for losers is over there."
Gongoroth pulls out Selena's Rakdos charm. I need to have a word with your boss.
Hand that over.
To your boss.
I'm sorry, I need to see if that's actually real, okay? So if you want to stand out here lollygagging and just wasting time, you can hold on to it and start being stubborn. Hand it over.
Yeah. Weirdly, Gongoroth will hand it over.
She just kind of snatches it out of your hand and starts looking it over. And then she quickly realizes that the signet belonged to a Blood Witch. She's kind of narrowing her eyes at you. Fine.
Thank you.
So she lets you in, and so yes, it's getting hotter the further you go into this area, and yeah, you see Lord Rakdos in this giant preparation area, just kind of doing some sort of stretches. He's like reaching his arm over his head on his hip. He's he's rolling his arms. He's stretching out his legs. Oh, all right. Remember, everybody, stretching's important. It's like as he's stretching, he sees you all enter. It's like, right, I remember you all. You guys finished that little side quest where you guys sampled every premium Rakdos nightclub, right?
Yes, sir.
Right, fantastic. All right, so we got some VIPs here. You caught me at a good time. Show's in about 45 minutes, but I suppose I can spare a couple minutes. And just know if you're wasting my time, I'm gonna ram this trident down your throat. Okay, so what's up?
Before I begin, that was out of character. DM. Did the Blood Witch at the door there give me back the charm?
Yes.
Okay. 2 things, sir. 3 actually. First, you are right about the stretches. You'd be surprised how many people absolutely neglect stretching before actually going to the main workout.
I know, right? Makes dealing with those Azorius types real easy.
Yeah. Not to mention the cramps that those idiots get for neglecting it.
Yeah, they just stand still for like freaking ever. Guys, stretch! You are allowed to bend your knees a little bit. No one's gonna see it behind those little poofy dresses that you guys pass for uniforms. Anyways, what was your second thing?
Second thing, sir. Gongoroth pulls out to the Rakdos charm and holds it up to Rakdos, and Gongoroth is making eye contact with him.
He's looking very closely at it.
Yeah, I'm sorry to say, sir, but Selena has passed away.
Oh, come on! We just promoted her!
If it makes you feel any better, sir, she went out in a literal explosion.
Oh, okay, that sucks less.
Yeah. Yeah, she blew
All
herself.
right.
She blew herself up in order to take out a genetically modified to skittering horror.
So she went out with a literal bang.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
DM's note, that was physically painful for me to say.
I was waiting for somebody to say it.
And for the third thing, unless you have more questions about her, sir.
All right, so. So. Okay, you got that. There was the whole thing, All right, guess we got a empty chair that needs filling. Gonna have to do something about that, but, oh, I don't have anything else.
Very well. In that case, the third thing. And Gongoroth tosses the torso over towards him.
He just kind of catches it, and they gotta remind you that Rakdos is huge, and he's just kind of holding it between two fingers.
That is the torso of one Exia, a former minion of Calrex. She found him.
And hey, is this thing moving?
He is alive. He has been dismembered, and each of his pieces have been sent to a separate guild. The thing with this guy is that he found a way to make himself immortal. So no matter what you do to him, he will regenerate. So if you ever
You're saying his head just snaps to you, and his eyes just widen. Wait, you mean I could do whatever I want to this and not get yelled at for it?
correct, sir. Think of it as an infinite punching bag that can repair itself.
He immediately shouts to all the demons in attendance, Guys! We're changing the show! Right now!
Yeah, I was going to add in a bloody pinata.
Ooh.
And so, yeah, and Rakdos has completely, he is shouting at all of his attendants, and he's just like, he's like spouting a million ideas, and he's just like constantly like violently gesturing to this. He's occasionally poking it and setting it on fire just to verify what you said, and there is just this diabolic laughter and mirth echoing throughout the room. And the thought is just entering all of your heads right now. Oh, I'm glad that is not me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I feel like that's been Gongoroth's whole day, just like, oh, I'm glad I'm not on their bad side.
Oh, yes.
No, I'm just wondering that if the head's still alive, does he still feel the other part?
That's what I'm wondering, too. We never experimented. Or does it all just accumulate until he reassembles himself, and then all that pain gathered from all that time just hits him at once?
Oh gosh, that's horrific.
Oh yeah.
I think I will not tell you, because maybe the imagining what it is will be. It's like nothing is a better storyteller than the human imagination. So So yes, Rakdos has completely forgotten that you are there.
All right, drop that part of the job's done. Let's do whatever we need to do left.
Yeah. Yeah, if he's not going to... Yeah, if Rakdos is just off doing his own thing, then Gongoroth's just going to slowly just take a few steps back and then pull his hood back down over his eyes and make his way out.
All right. You're making your way out. So, is that all you guys want to do in Rixmati?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deliver the charm, deliver the torso,
Deliver the ashes.
and Selena's possessions.
All right.
Wait, do we still have more pieces of this guy to give out to more guilds, or was that just it?
No,
I mean,
we
I think
still
there's after the
have...
legs.
Yeah.
Yes, we have 2 legs, and I still need to deliver the arm.
All right.
As for, let's just retcon that I delivered one of the pieces already to the Selesnya.
All right.
Alright. And they still in some tree or something.
Man,
Oh,
we should
man.
have given one of the legs to Rakdos.
Good luck getting at that.
Then at least they could always break a leg.
Worst one.
Breaking a leg so
Worst
someone
one.
else doesn't have to.
Maybe you can keep it as a good luck charm. Just breaks
Oh.
it before every performance.
We are so sorry, Josh.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I thrive on your suffering.
I mean, I'm being paid for this. 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 You guys are a tax write-off. You guys are a tax write-off. You guys are a tax write-off.
Wait, we are?
Anyhow, yes, you guys are in fact a tax write-off.
Cool.
I forgot I was muted this whole time.
Oh no.
I'm glad I realized that now, because I feel like that this is basically Josh at the moment.
Alright, we got about 12 more minutes left to burn, so unless we're willing to extend another half hour, let's move on.
Yeah.
All right, next part.
Yeah. Along the way, Gongoroth will be keeping his eyes out for a certain 6-fingered master of cruelties.
Yes. I just got that.
Actually, speaking of which, can we push that meeting with the crow a bit sooner?
You want to meet with the crow now or later?
You know what, let's get the shopping out of the way before we do that.
Well, the thing is, with the shopping, you guys can actually do that, like between sessions. But the roleplay stuff we can't.
Alright, let's say we go for another 25 minutes. Is that fair?
Sure.
Alright.
Okay, well. Actually, I wanted to go shopping before the end of the session. That's the unfortunate thing.
Well, we can just shop it next time.
And next time we're going to actually head on down.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like we said, we could do the shopping part in between sessions.
Actually, no, I have a way I can figure that out. I'll probably send something to you, Josh, afterward. So.
Okay.
Oh, also, has Cleric honored his end of the deal and released Ellie?
Yes.
Alright. Just making sure.
Yes.
Are we all meeting up with Crow, or?
No, none of us know about the crow meeting. That's just
Oh.
Gregor.
Yeah,
Well,
it's kind of a personal matter anyway, so
okay, so then I've got something I need to do then.
Alright.
Someone, one of you randomly glimpses over to Sylvas, and you see him in heavy distress. Just all of a sudden.
So what's up?
Wait, what? You're telling me this now, Aaron? Great.
What's going on, Sora?
I'm being summoned. Like, I'm being summoned to go back to where I came from.
What you mean back to the Selesnya Guild Hall?
No.
Oh,
Back-
that.
Basically, I've been called by my mother.
Oh.
Simply
Ooh.
put.
what could she possibly want?
Apparently, since I passed my test, she wants to meet with me about something. But this will work out. Unfortunately, this means I cannot go with you to Zonat 0 right away. However, I can still make it there.
Alright, before you leave, there's one thing I want to clarify. How many people are we going to bring with us? Because I did promise Lucian and the rest of my brigade that once we found out what Carol Rex was hiding, we would all go.
Basically, I'm going to need every one of my people with me for this as well, so they will not be able to join until later.
I'm not going to.
They will join with me when I head on the way down. We'll basically be right behind you when you enter Zone 0.
My brothers will not be joining me. I already asked a lot of them when they joined us in the Undercity crawl, and I do not want to.
All right.
This will be borne on my shoulders.
And what about you, Arwen? Are you going to bring your own Gruul warband along for the ride? Think they might actually find it fun.
Probably. I haven't been to the guild in like a while.
It shouldn't be too hard. Just promise them that they get to smash up whatever they want, and they'll be on you like moths to a flame.
As long as
Yeah,
it's
true.
not, as long as it's our enemies and not us and our allies.
Right.
Huh.
Pretty much smash nothing at the primary code. No, that. I'll probably come up with something by then.
I got the reference.
Anyway, we've got the mental link. I have to go. I'll keep in touch.
All right. You stay safe then. And please try and check in with us every few hours if you can. Just to avoid another kidnapping situation.
That's what me being in the chat's going to be for later.
Oh no.
Oh, what are you still doing here? Go!
He's already gone.
Yeah.
What the... Stupid fox magic illusions.
I was never here in the first.
You suddenly get a skunk smell right in your face.
Prestidigitation.
And to think the dumb one secretly is in the
Alright. By the way, where are we staying tonight?
I've looked into I'd say, a rather a somewhat comfortable hotel in Precinct 4.
Alright.
Yeah. And how much is that going to cost us? Because keep in mind, we don't have that much cash on hand.
Leave that to me. And it should be within the range of, let's say 15 gold. total.
Ooh, that.
All right.
I
Heading
can
to
probably knock it
prison.
down. I can probably knock it down to 10 gold, if that makes it more comfortable. And again, the cost will be borne entirely by myself.
All right.
Well, at the very least, it beats sleeping in some flop house. So you'll get a decent rest. Benefit.
Next scene.
All right.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Next
Just wanted that out of the
scene.
way.
Hey, Josh.
Alright.
Also, Josh, since this is going to be the night before we head down to Zone at Zero, is my request still in play?
Which one?
The one with Ralphin. It's the most recent one I sent you.
Where is it? 1 second, I'm gonna pull it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, your request is still gonna be in your request is gonna still be in effect, but we're not gonna be able to get into all of the RP that I want in the time frame that we have.
All right.
So I think we'll be okay with maybe using like the first hour of the Zone at Zero session for tying up some more loose ends, and then we'll head down into that. How's that sound?
Yeah, that sounds fair.
Yeah. Yeah. I completely forgot I attract role players, and just simple tasks take forever because you guys have way too much fun RPing.
Yeah. Honestly, I took so long to actually put in all Gregor's background stuff that
Yeah.
yeah, sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. It's like that's just something we're gonna have to do, and yeah. We only have like 2 minutes left. I'm not entirely sure there's much that we could do in
No.
2 minutes.
Well, can we get to that meeting with the crow?
Yeah, we can do it. We can do the meeting with the crows. So you head over to the cross candles, and you check into your rooms. And sure enough, as you get into your
hotel.
What?
The Cross Candles is also a hotel.
They got more money, and they expanded.
Perfect.
So yes, as you check into your room, but yeah, it's like it's been a while since you guys have been there. It's expanded a lot, and sure enough, there's a sitting in the room, waiting for you to get in, and you are completely unsurprised to see him there. It's the crow. You called?
Yes, I have some matters I need to do. So it appears.
All right.
So it appears I found out why Lucas has been able to to travel under the radar for so long.
All right. What is it?
For some reason, I can't fathom what, Cleric has managed to get his hand on him and has been using him as a sleeper agent all these years.
He blinks twice. Huh. Somehow I am both surprised and unsurprised.
You can imagine how I feel.
And let me guess. You want me to look into ways so that he can be unsleeper agentified.
Essentially.
Alright. That's easy enough. I could do that. It's yeah, probably get. Yeah, it's. I know a couple brain surgeons over in the Demir. I could probably call in a few favors.
Nothing too invasive, I hope.
Sorry, dude. It's this is the risk that you're gonna have to take. It's if it were up to me, I wouldn't do it because you and I go because you and your party and I go way back. But I can't really control my buds. So if they invade, if they invade a little bit, well, that's just how it's got to be.
Well, to be honest, the simplest way to deal with the problem is to cut it off at its source. And we happen to know where Calix is holed up now due to some counterintelligence work.
Probably, yeah.
So a simple solution.
But then again, if you're bringing him along with you to wherever he is, then yeah, it's probably, if I were in his shoes, it'd probably behoove me to. If I were in his shoes, it would probably behoove me to use him against you. So, just matters as what risk you want to take. You want to risk taking him with you and essentially leaving your brother vulnerable? Or he's not your brother, is he?
He is.
Or you take the risk letting the Demir knowing some possible secrets depending on if they're feeling generous.
Well, first thing, I am not taking Lucas down with me. I've already risked a lot taking both my brothers down into the Undercity, as you probably know.
Fair enough.
So, I suppose a middle option would be to just keep an eye on him and make sure he isn't able to spy on, that he isn't able to conduct any intelligence for Calrix.
Alright, I suppose I could keep him chained down, but if he in one of our safe houses, if he transforms into some sort of set of weird cynic monster, I reserve the right to kill him.
I'm hoping it doesn't come to that.
I hope it doesn't come to it either, because I've enjoyed working with you guys, and I'd hate to do something that'll make you sad, but I gotta do what I gotta do.
Well, look and see what you can, Is there a way to obscure, Calrix's, scrying?
Yeah, actually there is.
It'll be harmless to, Lucas.
Yeah, it'll be harmless to. Yeah, it'll probably be harmless to him. I mean, it's not exactly a super high level. It's not exactly super high level magic.
I'll take a look at.
If you want to roll Arcana or Religion, you can probably. So you're familiar with the spell of non-detection?
Do I roll it normal or with advantage from Religion?
Normal. Haha. So yeah. As soon as he says the word non-detection, you remember one of your Demir contacts mentioning that, and that's how one of the many different ways that Demir avoid notice is this is an abjuration spell that can't be targeted by divination magic or perceived through magical scrying sensors.
So yeah, see what you can do. Take a look at it and see what you can do about obscuring the scrying spell. Now,
I can do that.
now knowing Cleric, he probably has countermeasures, but if it's capable of what you say it is, it shouldn't be too much of a stretch to get around them.
Well, it depends on how far we're willing to go. We could always do the simple non-detection, and that'll get rid of most of the basic stuff. Or we could go one step even further and do a mind blink.
Settle with the non-detection for now, and we'll see what comes of it.
All right.
And there is one more request I wish to make.
All right.
I need the whereabouts of the Master of Cruelty.
Where have I heard that name before? Right. That. Yeah. Yeah, I think I remember something about that. It's there was a yeah, they were talking about how he was moving and Hey, out of curiosity, where is this place that this Cowrex guy is staying at?
It is a place you do not know of. It is ancient. More ancient than most places of Ravnica. A place known as Zona Zero.
I see.
Only Niv
Well-
Mizzet knows a possible route there, but he's keeping that hidden until further notice.
Well, he's somewhere in precinct 5 right now. That's if that's where if my info is good.
And how recently has he been spotted?
Pretty sure it was like 2-3 days ago.
Well, I'll see if your contacts can get any further information. Because I intend on locating him. I have a debt I owe to a friend.
Fair enough. All right, I'll make sure to get that information to you, and I will see you later. Oh, by the way, what's that? What's that over your shoulder?
What's over my shoulder?
Yeah, you look over your shoulder. There's nothing that you turn and look at him, and he's gone.
What exactly did you see?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, he's.
Yeah. Okay, for guys saying it, I thought he actually saw something behind me.
That worked so well. He actually saw something. It's like, what's that over your shoulder? What? I don't say. He's gone.
Like we're doing with Cleric, you don't know what he for.
Yeah, and he was counting on that. Alright, so is that it for Yeah, he just pulled a Batman. Is that alright, I believe that's it for now. We kinda ran a little bit over, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, that's about it.
You did say an extra 15 to 25, and we're actually 10 over. So
Yeah.
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 We should probably be going ASAP.
We gotta get going. So we'll spend the next hour of the first hour of the next session to finish up the loose ends, and then we'll be heading into Zona Zero. All right, I just need to hit the button.
push the button.